Hello and welcome to another episode of Fishers on the Case. This is the podcast where we talk to professionals and those connected with law inside and out. My name's Amanda Payne. I'm the host of Fishers on the Case and CEO of Fishers Solicitors based in Ashby. So on to today. In today's episode, I'm pleased to introduce you to Tom Parkman from MT Services. Welcome, Tom.
Thank you for having me.
Another aspect, I suppose, to the IT world is thinking about data and data protection and the rules and the laws and the obligations that we're all under.
Yeah.
If someone was to sort of, lose that data, have you ever had that sort of experience and then with a customer, and then what have you done to sort of get over that?
Yeah, so we have had that happen.
Have you?
Yeah.
Right.
It does happen. It's not something we can pretend that
No.
it never does happen. In terms of the consequences, I know you know the answer to this already. If you lose customer data as per a cyber incident,
Yeah.
obviously you're falling out of compliance with GDPR.
Yeah.
You fall under obligation to report yourself to the ICO.
Yes.
You have to demonstrate that you're taking proper remedial steps. You can be subject to a substantial fine as well nowadays. That are the legal implications. In terms of the practical implications, I mean, it can be reputational.
Yeah, it can really be damaging, can't it, for a
Of course
firm?
it can. Yeah. I mean, if you're having to explain to your customers, particularly as an SMB, because we see this commonly in the larger multinational companies.
We've seen it in retail, haven't we? With Harrods and
Yeah, we
Marks
have.
and Spencers and the Co-op and various organisations like that, obviously on a big scale.
We certainly have.
Huge. And that, I think, really did affect their businesses, didn't they?
Yeah, it did. It's interesting, actually. A lot of people ask me the question in terms of Harrods and M&S. In these particular... It's like, why can a business that big that must be investing millions in their IT infrastructure and security, how can they be subject to...
How can it happen in the first place?
How can it happen to them?
Yeah.
The truth behind it is, in more cases, it's actually their integration with a third-party vendor. And this was the case with Harrods, this was the case with M&S in particular. They're dealing with a third-party company. That third-party company is providing a service, has access into their systems.
Okay.
It was the third-party company that
let them down.
That effectively let them down and were the gatekeepers to the system.
So how do you change that going forward when you still want to have a relationship with that third-party company?
Yeah.
Is it just about putting different processes and plans in place? Is there anything you can do to control it?
There is. The best thing you should be doing is vetting your third-party vendors, making sure what certifications do you have, what compliance do you have, putting down on paper what systems do you have access to deliver this service effectively. And what a lot of companies are working towards now is a certification called Cyber Essentials. This is becoming more and more common in our market. And the idea behind Cyber Essentials is, first of all, it gives you peace of mind. It gives you a rubber stamp to say, we know we are meeting a good standard of cyber security, cyber resilience. It's something you can show to your partners, something you can show to your clients. What's happening increasingly, particularly for government contracts, if you're going to have a B2B, a business-to-business relationship with somebody else, you can say you can work with us, but you have to have Cyber Essentials. Effectively. So that's how that certification is spreading through our size business, our market effectively. It's more common, I would argue, in manufacturing from the perspective of making sure your contractors and your partners have that certification.
Okay.
But it's certainly something we should all be.
I know it's on our agenda. It's been on the agenda for a while.
Yeah.
But something we're looking at.